और लग के कर दिखाने में, मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी, और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी, ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानपुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Good afternoon, friends. A very warm welcome to our Business Opportunity Over Chai. And this special edition Business Opportunity Over Chai will help you to understand the greatest business opportunities that we Franchise India specially brings for you. Business Opportunity Over Chai presented by management team of Franchise India, Mr. Gaurav Maria, Chairman at Franchise India Group, and Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, MD at Franchise India Brands Limited. Every day, 12 o'clock, we launch a new brand to explore new business opportunity. So today we have invited a great iconic brand, Gautier. Gautier, with its unique touch of French inspiration in every furniture, has been in the market for over 60 years. Defining the elegance and luxury, Gautier furniture is world renowned for its quality and flair. To know more about this business opportunity, we have invited the team of Gautier. But before I invite them on stage, I would like to hand over the stage to Ms. Venus Parag, CEO of Brand Global. Over to you, Venus.
Thank you so much, Harshika. First of all, before I start and bring our guest in, kudos to the Franchise India team who does this every day. We have been doing this for 3 years. 3 long years. We launch one brand every day. So great work, and thank you so much for having us, hosting us. And yes, I think I can see we have a lot of people already joined in. So we'll get it started. My name is Venus Barak, and I'm the CEO of Brand Global. Brand Global, so we are a market entry firm, and we predominantly help in international brands for India entry and multiple market entries. So that's what we do. And in today's session, what we have is something very interesting. We are presenting Gautier, which is one of the top brands in the world. And it is part of an industry in India, which is almost $20 billion. And out of the $20 billion furniture industry, almost 15 to 20% is actually premium and luxury. So it's a huge industry, and 70% of our industry still actually is in the unorganized sector. So huge opportunity. And today we have Richard Ravel, who is the managing director for Gautier, Middle East and India. He will be sharing with us the story of Gautier. It's a 60-year-old, so there's a lot of history behind the brand, what's happening with the brand, and of course, what are we looking for in India? I can only assume, and of course, our discussions have. I can say that India is an important territory for Gautier. It knows India very well, and so we look forward to hear from Richard his sort of plans for India and brands plan for India, and Frank Global is working with Gautier to get some strong partnerships to start with in the main cities. So we'll share that. And so the structure of the session would be, we will share for about 30 odd minutes about the brand, its history, its background, its model, what we're looking for. And then we will take some key questions to which you would have. So this is a live session. You should be able to communicate with us over Q&A through a Q&A box. So just type in your questions, your feedback, and we should be able to answer them live. So on that note, I'm glad that Gaurav could also join. Gaurav, welcome, Gaurav. Gaurav is our chairman for Franchise India. And Gaurav, before I bring in Richard, do you want to say something?
Thank you, Venus, for hosting this webinar, and welcome, Richard. Good to have you in our Indian audience. He's based out of Dubai and a very dear friend of mine. And I have requested him to be part of this webinar himself, and very kind for him to take that invitation. So friends, we're very, very proud at Franchise India Frank Global to have this opportunity to present Gautier in the market. You know why I say this is an opportunity? Because I've seen the brand journey for the last 20 years when they first moved into India. And I feel it was much ahead of a time. The Gautier family, it's a family-run business. They trusted on India as a marketplace. One of the few markets where they invested that back. And it was the first, so to say, foreign furniture brand which entered as a monostore in this country with a joint venture with Birlas. It was a great success stories and much ahead of time in terms of design, quality, capability, and so on and so forth. And then they had another joint venture which was started with Ebony. They moved from one partnership to another, and they invested again. And we all know, we have seen great stores. So there is a huge amount of consumer recall with the brand which is available. I've personally been a consumer of Gautier when it was in India, and almost everyone home would know the success of the brand. And now it took us a few years, I think, to convince the brand back and say, this is the perfect time, because while you have entered the market that long, but this is the perfect time to enter in the Indian market, because what is happening around us in housing and premium homes and the aspiration of people to buy the best is now the time. The Indian economy is doing extremely well. And we're very glad that the family at Gautier, and Richard particularly, because he's also traveled so many times to India to really see the market and understand the market and work with other players to see where is the opportunity. Now they're very convinced that this is the perfect time for them to be in India. So we're very happy that Frank Global has been given a mandate to go and find the right partner. And I also tell you that I've had an opportunity to meet the family just about a month and a half back. And one message was very clear from the family, very clearly, that said, we like India. We are in hurry, but not in hurry. So which means that they're not going to take anybody who comes in. So, and they want to really be very sure that who they partner. And they have invested so much in this country. So we also feel very responsible that we need to bring in the best partner for them. And this is somebody who understands the premium furniture market, understands the whole retail experience, understand how you need to really best present the brand. And that's what our job is. So friends, we will do this very interactive. I'll let Richard talk about journey of Gautier and take a little presentation. And then subsequently, we'll start doing the Q&A. So there is a Q&A box at the bottom. You can keep asking as many questions you have, and we will take it up on your behalf with Richard at a later stage. And also share your city, which city you are coming from and which city you are representing, and your interest would be a unit franchise or a larger area, or you want to consider a larger partnership for India. So over to you, Richard, and you can start with your journey of Gautier, and maybe you start with your own introduction first, and how you, a French man, moved to Middle East and this part of the world, right?
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, Venus. Well, you said almost everything. Huh? Thanks a lot. So just to introduce myself, I'm now the managing director for Gautier in Middle East since 2010. so almost 13 years, where we've developed our network of shops, Gautier stores, monobrand, in Saudi first, then in Dubai now since 11 years. We have now 2 stores in Dubai, 1 in Abu Dhabi. We are also in Qatar, in Bahrain, in Kuwait, in Lebanon, in Georgia, Azerbaijan as well. And actually, logically, India is coming to the map. Why logically? It's when we see the results of our stores in Dubai, especially, the Indian customer nationality are the first one in terms of buying. So we have still brand recognition with towards this population. And as you said, India is important for us in terms of history, and we really want to be back there, especially after my last trips, where, as discussed, we saw that there is still a place. It's the right time with the fast urbanization, fast-growing market of furniture in India. First, I would like to show a video introduction, and after we can move forward to the business model in detail. Let me share my screen. Up. Here you go.
Yes, we can. There is no sound, but we can see the video.
There is no sound.
There is no sound. Sorry for the sound. Okay, so we will move to the presentation.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Can you see
it's just opening up. It's just opening up. I can see a screen, but the presentation still hasn't opened up.
Okay, it's coming.
Yeah, must be very heavy file. In the meantime, please, the Q&A box is open. We want to know which cities you are from. That is a very important point, and you will see that as we go ahead in the presentation, which cities you belong to, and also, of course, your questions, your background.
And I should particularly welcome Richard Aditya Mohta. He was the first franchisee of Gautier in the first avatar when it came. He's
welcome.
So very interesting to see how the old journey is. Welcome, Aditya.
Do you see my screen, Venus?
No, you have to open up and then add that. You're not opened up.
Yeah.
Just open up.
Yeah, you need.
Stop screen sharing. Open up the presentation and then screen share.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Good to have you, Aditya. Again, I didn't know this history, but good to have you. Hi, Darshan. Hi, Sanjay. Hi, Sanket. Great. Keep the Q&A box buzzing. We want this. We want to know you better while we are sharing you who we are.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Click full screen, Richard. I think go to view and click full screen so people can actually see, because a lot of people will be attending this from their mobile phones. So I think just go to full screen. And
Okay. Should be okay now? No? Yes?
screen is fine. It's still not full screen. Have you clicked? Do you see full screen?
From my screen, it's full screen. Sorry.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
Okay. So Gautier. So as Gaurav said, family business now since 60 years. The third generation is in charge. You can see them on the right side down. With David, the CEO, Valérie in charge of the international development. So the factories are still based in France, the 3 factories, where we have now 750, 800 people working in France. The turnover of the factory is approximately 120 million euro, and the stores approximately 300 million euros. Today, as you can see here, the Gautier brand, we have 120 stores worldwide, 70 in France, 50 international. 𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬 Gautier Office, Diagon, Gautier Business. These are different lines of the group, of the Gautier group, also made in France. And this one, we can go into details later on. But today we are talking about the first one, which is Gautier, the main brand with the mono brand stores. So, as we said, we have Gautier stores in France and also in more than 40 countries now. Our offer today, we will share the catalogs and it's available online. But the categories, Gautier Kids, which has been one of our main category since the beginning of the company. Today, in the premium segment, you will find in the contemporary design, it's the only one that you will find in the market. Maybe our only competitor will be Pottery Barn, but which is more American style. So in terms of contemporary or European style, Western style, we are the only one, especially with saving space solution for downtown, where the downtown big cities, where the real estate is expensive. Adult bedroom, different style, living, dining as well, with a mix of small, medium, large table, extendable, also the same saving space solution on that. Modular system for the day and for the night. So you will have from TV units to wardrobes, desks, all that are available in stores. and of course sofas to match with them. Also in the package of the concept decoration, so all the accessories, wallpapers are also selected from our team. The concept, two different size. One side, the stores, is for 3,000 square feet to 5,000 square feet. As you can see, some example of facade. And the boutique, which is for smaller space, around 2,000 square feet. Especially, we are using that one sometimes in city centers, like in Paris, London, or Geneva, or sometimes also in malls where the real estate tend to be expensive, but where we really want to be to reach our customers. Also, we can use, but this is a last stage, brand corners, strategic brand corners, also for the same reason, to reach our customer. To support you, you have full team of communication inside Gautier France. So all visuals are done from France with the brand platform, where you will find all the visuals for social network. I'm talking about the post, but also stories, GIF, etc. All these are pre-done, so no need for you to redo all the work with an agency. Of course, you can adapt with your language locally, but all the pre-visuals are done by the team. The website is, of course, for you. When you have a store, you have your own page on the website showing the address, and you can also advertise your commercial promotion on the website. Consumer catalog, the same, is done from France, everywhere in the world, and then you can customize the backside with your address, the address of your store. Every year, of course, we have new collection in the catalog. Digital tools. So we have two main digital tools in stores. One is the software where you can customize the full house of your consumer. Second is, and you can see some 3D renders on the left side. The second one is an application where you can project augmented reality. So when your staff when your team will go inside the customer house, they can actually show the piece of furniture. All the items of the catalog are inside this app, and they can project augmented reality to the customer house. Some inspiration books, merchandising books that are done also by our team of designers to help you to sell the full package to your and upsell with your customer. About the training, so we have a Gautier Academy in France, where all the collection, but also the way to sell, the way to use our software will be done. So before opening the stores, your team will be welcome to France and trained on all these aspects. Also, during the full life of the stores, we have an e-learning platform. So each time you have new collection, you will have this info live on the platform. Now we can answer maybe some question, or how do you want to proceed, Venus and Gaurav? Or you want to go to the offer, Gaurav?
So we can start with few questions, which I think I'll take it up, and Venus, you can also ask, and also friends, ask your question. This is your moment for any questions you have for Richard. And some of the people who are already been associated with Gautier in past are also there. So welcome to all of them. They obviously have a lot of experience, and also they know the strength of the brand, and also they might have questions on how the brand has evolved and what different we would like to do in this time around. So I'll start with the first question. So this is more generic in structure, because in last 2 decades, the whole furniture retail business has significantly changed. And it's changed because earlier the inventories were available in the store. Now you have display stores, and the inventories are sent to the customer's home, and you have much more customization. Rather, I call the whole space of furniture is moved from unorganized to organized, organized to specialized, and specialized to personalized. And that's what Gautier is all about. It's a selection of very large catalog which sits in. So how do you really bring the one, I would like, Richard, your comment on how this journey, because you've also seen a long journey in how furniture was sold earlier and now how it is sold, and who's the customer? Is the end customer or influencers like architects and suppliers? So what is the experience you would like to share, how this whole cycle has significantly changed?
Yeah, so actually in stores, we see 3 types of customers. One are the walking customers that are just pushing the door and coming themselves, select, pick and choose what they want. These people will be helped by the team inside the store, team of sales and interior designers. So that's also something that has changed. Before, when you used to go to a furniture store, you were welcomed by salesmen. In our stores, Gautier stores, we are talking about interior designer advisor. Okay, they will have to work with the software to help and design the space of their customer. Of course, not 100% of the customers want layout, but some of them will want this service. Second are the customers that are coming and visiting with their own interior designer. That's the second type. So here, most of the time, the interior designer knows what he wants. He knows the style of the house that he wants, so he will pick and choose, and he will be the one talking to the team. Eventually, they can work together. And the third one are direct projects, which are for compounds, tower, residential districts, where builders will come and will want to furnish directly. So these are the 3 types of customers that we are in stores. Today, if I have to give a percentage, we are, but it really depends on the market. So in some markets like France, for example, interior designers are very limited. Most of the walk-in customers do their own house. UK or Dubai, yes, we see a lot of customers helped by an interior designer. I know that in India, in that segment, premium to luxury, people usually are helped by an interior designer. So that's one point that we will have to consider. But again, we are ready, and in some markets like UK or Dubai, that's already the case.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're bang on. India has also a very large market, and there are reasons for it, because India is one of the largest new housing market. So which means the new homes are being built, and normally we want to do the complete interior of the apartment or the home which you've taken, or a villa you've taken, and they would normally engage a interior designer, very similar to what is happening in Dubai, what is happening in GCC, and so on and so forth. Like for example, only a city of Bangalore would deliver 45,000 new homes per year. So you can see the opportunity just in city of Bangalore. You will have that kind of, and out of that, premium housing is almost about 40% of that. So these are apartments which are starting from, say, close to 200,000 US dollars to say $1.5 million kind of a range. So when you have that kind of homes being created, people spend equally for their for their home design. Another very classic thing why I love Gautier and I see a great opportunity in India is that homes are very small in India versus wherever you live. So average apartments in Bombay has become starting from a 600 or even lesser. In Thane, Hiranandani starts with 450 square feet homes, which is 1 BHK kind of a home, to say 1500 is treated as a luxury there. And these are not cheap homes. These are but $500,000 kind of a pricing or $1 million pricing. So when you invest that much and your space is very limited, then you need to have more efficient and high-end furniture. So this is becoming a trend in every market. Everywhere real estate is shrinking, the space you're getting is smaller, and you want to bring better luxury, more efficient furniture, more multi-utility kind of a structure. And that's where Gautier is the #1 name in the world. And that's where I feel that there's an opportunity for India, especially for markets like Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune, Bombay, Gurgaon, Noida. So this is a trend, and this would continue to happen. It will become like Hong Kong, where people live in smaller locations because the real estate is extremely, extremely expensive. So very well answered. So 3 target groups. One is retail customers who walk in, who want whatever they want to buy, and they are assisted by interior advisors in the store. And then we have people who come with their designers, architects or interior designers, and then their project people, which comes in. Project is also a very big segment for Gautier, because a lot of times group housings and how they want to give furnished homes, and or they're treating that, and even hotels and other.
Yeah, and you're right, Gaurav. And if I may complete, actually in the factory, we have a special division with Arnaud, one of the family member, that is in charge of the project division. So for what we call a huge project, it depends of the quantity and value. We take care in a separate division. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So this brings to me the second question, which is very important, and who is, and you run franchisees across markets and partners across markets, and you have large partners and relatively smaller partners also who are operators, I call it. And you have also studied India market very well, Richard. So what is the first preference? And I know when I met David, he was very clear that I need people who can create the Gautier experience, and the people who really work on the entire thing. But what is your opinion on what profile of people you would love to have and who are successful in this business?
Yeah, correct. Well, the first good profile is someone that like the product, like the brand, is passionate about interior design or home in general. Then it has to be a local specialist, what I call a local specialist, especially in India, where your country is actually as big as Europe.
Yeah, many countries in one country. Yeah.
Yeah, you have multiple countries in one country, definitely. And so that's very important to know the customers city by city, region by region. So as David said, we are looking for the right partner, and we have time for that. The important is to understand that we want to differentiate from the existing standard furniture shops existing in the market. How? By the service, by the welcoming, of course, by the product offer, but the service will be a key point on that. Again, a customer that wants to go fast, he will come, he will pick, he will choose, he will pay. This one, easy. A customer that wants a special service, he has to have the possibility to receive his full layout. Maybe the team will have to visit the customer's place, take measurement, come back, do the layout, etc. All these points are not available in all the stores that I visited in India during my last visit. So this is where we really want to be, and also to experience to feel that French touch, that French lifestyle inside the store and with the team.
Absolutely, and I think that's same thing which when I discussion with David happened and multiple times with you. It's all about experience. How do you create experience? And friends, this would be more looked at strategic fit. When I say strategic fit, means that you have some experience, one for retail and anything which can be done for home. Say you are a modular kitchen operator or something which you do, or you are luxury hardware retailer, or anything which tells you that you're closer to the customer and you understand how to deal with the luxury product. That would be one of the big qualifying criteria for anybody. And also strategic real estate. Like we already are discussing with 2 partners in South India, which has beautiful strategic real estate. And we feel that that location is good for business like luxury furniture. Now, my next question, and Venus, you can also take up any question which you see on the chat box. But my next question is supply chain. As one of the areas which I found that Indian customer is quite restless, like Middle East. They want to really have their home done. They normally are last minute planning for furniture. They don't do like in Europe, people plan for 6 months in behind and they plan their homes and then they order and then they get it. India, relatively, people finish or buy or get possession and they want to move in 2 months or 1 month and want to get everything done. So how is going to be supply chain and how efficient is going to be?
Yes. So so for that one, we have the experience of Middle East, which is very near geographically. And good experience as personally I'm there since more than 15 years. So
and GCC is actually even more restless. Why? I'll tell you, because they normally have rented homes, so they're paying rent and they want to do the home themselves. Especially when Europeans come to Dubai, they rent out a home and they want to furnish and move in next week. So they're even more.
No, you are right. So in fact, what is the business model logistically? You have the display items displayed in store. That's one. You have for one item in store, you will have 1 or 2 items in your warehouse locally. Okay, so that you can answer fast to the customer. The customer is entering the store. Yes, I like that table. Okay, sir. Fine, we have it in the warehouse. We can deliver to you within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. No problem. That's one point. Second point, you have to use, and that's a very important. So first point, the display. Second point, the warehouse locally. Third one, we carry 20 million euro stock of inventory in France. And in between France and your warehouse, you have the sea. The boats are also your warehouse. So that's these 4 points that you have to use. Your display, your warehouse locally, the vessels on the sea, and the warehouse in France.
Yeah, so that's how people do planning, and point of purchase and point of sales has to be synchronized. Yes. So we know that there is a fast moving product which you actually finishing your way. You start ordering it, so it's in the shipment, and they have a very large inventory at France, which is well. Yeah,
90% of the catalog is available. Of course, what is not available is the customized part, which is for sofa, for example. If a sofa, the customer comes to the store, he likes the sofa, but the sofa is displayed in red color, and he wants it in different fabric green, then we will have to produce it customized. So that will have a full cycle, and it will take approximately 3 to 4 months to reach India, but which is the case for all the customized sofa in the market today that I've seen. And just to give an example of rotation, because after what will be important are the rotation. If I take Dubai as an example, the store is receiving containers approximately every 2 to 3 weeks. So if today there is an item that you don't have, but it's available in our factory, then it will take approximately 1.5 months to reach Dubai.
Yeah. So that's very helpful. Yeah. So
which makes it acceptable for the customer.
Absolutely. So while we have discussed, many times in terms of a market entry and favorite markets, which needs to be done, but is there a particular markets which you are more excited, Richard, because you've traveled all over India and and a lot of people are still buying Gautier, especially fly down to Dubai and buy in containers and bring for their homes and so forth. So any market you are excited about?
Yes, today we are reshipping from Dubai. We have inquiries on the website from Indian customers that have experienced the brand before or that know the brand for different places in the world. And the partner, our partner in India is who is actually Gujarati himself. Is very happy to send some goods to India, but seriously, no, the main cities. I'm excited. You know me, Gaurav. I'm excited to be in all the main cities, even the medium-sized city. But medium-sized city for India means several millions of people. Which is not all our target, but no, the south, Hyderabad, Bangalore for sure, Chennai, Kochi are very natural target. Why? Because all the people also from Kerala that are connected to the GCC experience the brand, know the brand from there. So that's one very easy entry point, I believe. The second one is the Mumbai-Pune part, which is also very connected to Dubai. Delhi, I'm Delhi NCR. I'm excited because this is where I've been most of the time, and I saw the places. I know already what road and what places could be good in the city. So yeah, that's the three main region where I want to see.
How much you have invested your time into India? It surprises me. I sent a prospect to a very strong prospect from Delhi to meet Richard, and he said, I am doing a store in Kirtinagar. He said, Richard said, which building? Tell me. I know all the buildings.
Yes. Well, I visited. I did a good visit, especially in last one in Feb when I was in Delhi, and yeah, MG Road, Kirtinagar. I know them well.
Yeah. Which is good, I think, because you invested. Before we go down to the financials of one unit economics, which is very important, because some people are asking for that. Yes. I'll have one more question in terms of which also comes in because and everybody thinks that when you launch a brand, it needs a little bit of a brand creation, sport, marketing. How do we really launch it? How do we create the aspiration and so on and so forth? Any thoughts on that? How do you think you want to do a market entry for India, and how you can reassure investors and say that we have a full commitment on India? And I know that in past you've been an investor in market like India. Now you've started franchising. But so there's been a large investment you've already done. But is there any plan or any strategy you follow when you do a market entry for a new country?
Yeah. So okay. So first of all, when we usually enter a market, it's to last long. I will take two examples. In Saudi Arabia now, we have the same partner since 44 years. Okay. We've just reopened the new store in Riyadh in March on one of the main streets, and with the son of our partner. So that's one point. We are not here to do one shot. We are here to stay. Second example is Lebanon. Lebanon, we are with the same partner since more than 35 years. Okay. So we are there to support on the mid and long term. That's one point. Second point, for entry in the market, we have the experience again of all the different countries where we are already. That's not the first time that we enter a market, but even more for India, because some job, I would say, has been done. The brand recognition for people that are above 40 years old is there. Each time I go to India, or even last week in Milan Fair, where we were exhibiting, the number one nationality of people coming on the fair, on the booth, on the Gautier booth, to ask question. We saw that you want to go back to India, etc., etc. People know the brand. There is a brand recall that is there. So how to enter today? It's mainly through two channels. One, of course, the social network, and to be very powerful on social network, Instagram or other social network if needed locally. And the second one is the franchisee itself, the partner itself, that has to have his network through the community of targeted clients, but also interior designers. Of course, that's very important to develop the business, and the word of mouth locally will be very important.
That's very helpful. So that's good. So let's get on to now the most important aspect is that how much it really costs to do that. And a lot of people keep asking me that it's going to be extremely expensive to do a Gautier store because the stock levels you have to maintain and so on and so forth. But surprisingly, you will find that it is a very rewarding and high margin business and a high ticket business, because average home, when you come and do the interiors, it can be, the billing can go anything from say 5-6 lakh rupees to say 50 lakh rupees doing one home. So you actually don't have to sell to too many people. Actually, a single client can buy a lot of good ticket value, and that's where the business model is. And if you even have in Bangalore, you did 25 homes complete in there, you have done a very big business already. So in 25 in the whole year is not a very big number if you just do that. So it's a very interesting business model, because you don't need too many customers. You need, rather one should focus on doing good referrals and work with some interior designers so that you are able to get some high ticket transactions. Yeah. But can we do a ballpark figure? And also, what is the size of store which you think you would like to start in India?
Yes, I will share the screen now, but you are exactly right, Gaurav, when you say that you don't need sometimes some partners before opening are saying, but how many people do we need? Do we need 500 people every day working customers? No. I said, if you have, you need five is enough. If you treat them well and you do them well, especially when it's about new homes, you should not be happy if you sell one dining set. You should sell dining set, but also try to sell the wall units, the decoration, the wallpaper, maybe go to the bedroom as well. So yes, the ticket value can be very high. Let's go to some figures. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, we can see the screen. You can make it full. Just
Yeah.
scroll down.
Yes. Should be okay now.
Yeah, this is fine. Perfect.
Okay. Okay.
So friends, this is the financials for Gautier. We have spent a lot of time. Fran Global Franchise India has worked upon, and you want to do, Richard, or you want me to do it?
No, I can do it. I can do it. So the entrance fee, the exclusivity fees so first of all, wait, that's an example for a shop of 3,000 square feet, 300 square meter approximately. It can be more, it can be less. As we said, the two concepts of shops or boutique are flexible. So I took an example in the middle. The entrance fees, exclusivity fees of the concept is to have the exclusivity on your territory. Of course, we have to, when we located the store, we reserve you an area of exclusivity to protect the store and to avoid competition between others. We don't take royalties after. You are independent, so all your sales will be for you. Opening communication events and annual communication. These figures are based on GCC. I don't know today the price of doing an event in India, or the communication, billboards, etc. But I assume that it's the same or a little bit less than Dubai, for example.
100% less than that. So it
Okay.
should be almost 50% of what you're saying for doing a good event, and it's a decent budget you want to do that. While you can go as much you want to go.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, sorry, that's gone. Okay. So digital package, it's we are going to the details now. That's for the software that I showed you. It's a monthly subscription for this one, Gautier Home, and the application for tablet. Then for the global sales management system, if you don't have your own invoicing system, we can provide you, and it's linked to the factory, which can be good for you because you have live access to the stock at the factory. Training package, this is for the punctual training package when you want to send your team. For the first one, before the opening, it's included in the entrance fee, so you don't have to pay anything else. So the concept, how much it costs to do a Gautier store. First of all, as I said, we are looking for partners, and when we say partners, it means you will like us, but we will like you as well. And it's like a wedding, and in a wedding we co-invest. So we will share 50% the price of that concept. Today, you see, so that's approximately the cost for you, 60,000 euro, 65, $70,000. On the display itself, the furniture, we will give 20% discount on the price list, factory price list, for the display item. Why? Because we know that when you will have to sell your display, the last piece of display, the customer will bargain and will ask for a discount because it was a display item. As you can see on the furniture and the sofa you will get, on the decoration, no discount. Why? Because it's a cash and carry item, so it's not assembled or damaged in display.
So just to clarify, friends, this is a very unique proposition showing the commitment of the organization. I have worked with many retailers. They don't participate in your capex. So on the concept design, which means your interiors, the company would participate 50%. And all your display which would come, you will get discount of 20% on display discount. Even there are a lot of Indian furniture retail companies, they don't participate in any form on the concept store design and so on and so forth, which is the main investment you have. The rest is your working capital, and you don't have risk on the working capital because it's furniture, it will be sold. They give you 20% discount on that. So the main investment which you have is a capex, and the company is participating 50% on that. Just wanted to clarify that.
Yes, correct. Because at the end, the display and now when you go to the last column, the stock is actually something that, oh, I lost the screen, no?
Yeah.
Okay, it's back.
Yeah.
Okay. And the stock, as we said, the stock is to answer fast to your customer. So as you can see, the display is approximately 38 plus 10 plus 10, 60,000 euro, and the stock 70,000, which is not discounted, the stock. So which is approximately one piece in display, one piece in stock. That's enough. As we said, for bestseller, we can put 2 pieces in stock, but the rest, we don't push you to carry a lot of stock. We want you to use the logistic for your cash flow. So we have the stock in France. You can always reorder. When you sell one piece, you can automatically reorder. You fill your container and you ship. You have to use this one. It's a question of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe sometimes 1 month for the customer to wait. That will be part of your negotiation. But do not overstock yourself. Just have the best minimum, if I can say. Then when it's about the shell work, it depends of the showroom that you find. Some showroom are clean and you can, but that everybody knows. That's why here I put 0 to 100,000. 100,000 is to have a full white box from shell and core unit, and depending on the size. So total investment will be, according to these figures, will be from 250 to 350,000 euros. And again, on that, we don't take royalties, so you are totally independent after to run the business.
So you will get a wholesale pricing, and which would mean you can order from there, and that would be a pricing FOB France. And
yes, all the price lists are from the factory prices, and then you do the markup. You put your markup for the store. So just to have an idea, usually stores in France will multiply the factory price by 2.4 to 2.6, let's say, in store, including VAT. So to get the retail price, including VAT. In the pre-calculation that we've done, but this can be tuned after. For India, it will be more approximately around 3.2 to get the price, including the GST. On your markup, and then we can go on details on that, but on your markup, we give you the flexibility to give a small discount to close the deal. But to give you an example, the stores worldwide, the average discount net is 8% only. So we are not a Gautier store is not a place where you bargain a lot. Yes, of course, you can have a small discount when it's the end of the collection, or when the ticket is very high. Yes, the customers will ask for it, and that's normal, and we understand that. But usually, fixed prices is the general rule.
Yeah, so it's a 3x of factory price, which would then need to observe the the customs and also GST. And then you have some what I call market operating price. And as Richard said, 8% is a discount. But the discount on MRP becomes almost about 60% from what you would sell to the customers. So it's a large margin business. So the idea should be get higher ticket value clients, and so that you do much more bigger volumes with clients. And friends, this is a great timing because what is happening in India in the premium housing space, as I explained, this is a tremendous opportunity, and company is happy to participate in your capex, which you put on the concept. So great. So this is a starting point for us to now work on selecting the right partners. So friends, because already we have reached 1 o'clock, and looking at that, I would like to share a business hotline number. There is a business hotline number called 971-76-83838. And this would be your point of sending us your interest. And once your interest is done, Venus and I would get on to call with you, understand your profile, because that's what our responsibility given by the brand is, that we need to understand your profile, understand why you want to do this, what do you bring on the table, what is your strategic interest in that business model. Like somebody was saying, I'm connected to developers, great profile, because that's where you need a lot of project money comes in. So once we have understood your interest and qualified you both by financial investment and your ability to run a business like this, then we will request Richard to have a call, and we, if we even required, then we will get on to even getting somebody from the management of Gautier to also do a call if we progress to that level where we feel that there is a partnership on table. So friends, reach out to us, and you can also discuss a larger partnership. Say somebody has ability to do a region or multi-stores, or want really to do a bigger partnership. So over to you, Venus, for your last comments, and then we'll pass to Richard for his last comments.
No, I think we overshot the time. This was a very interesting discussion. I learned a lot, and we had a great participation. I think we have addressed the major questions which people had around the concept, the brand, the background, and the industry. I think the next step for us is, if you think this is something which you want to take it further, reach out to us so you have our details, and then we will, in confidence, will speak to Richard and see if this can be done. Looks very exciting, and I think for Frank Global, this is always a great pride to bring in a very iconic brand. And yes, we look forward to speak to you very soon. Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you so much, Gaurav. I think this was a long session. I'm glad both of us and all three of us could do it. And back to the FIV team.
Richard, you want to say something? I mean, parting note.
Thank you for all the participants. Thank you, Venus. Thank you, Gaurav, and everyone in the Q&A. Also, I'm reading now all the questions. We will answer all of them if not done yet. Again, yes, Gaurav and Venus are in India. I'm not far. I'm based in Dubai. So it's always easy to meet via Visio and video call, or physically if you pass by Dubai. We have stores. You can see stores and experience also who we are physically, and then eventually meet in France for another step with the family and visit the factory, etc. Excited for the coming weeks, coming months. Thank you again, and look forward to it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Richard, for taking time out. We're very excited to bring the brand back to India. So friends, there are many other opportunities which come from Franchise India, Frank Global. This is a 12 o'clock slot where we bring in Franchise TV. This is initiative by Franchise India, where we bring opportunities to you. If you want to attend any other opportunity, please tune in at 12 o'clock every day. But this is a special opportunity today. We're very excited about the opportunity. Again, I'll repeat business hotline number 971-768-3838. So write to us and we will be more than happy to start the dialogue. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Harshika.
Thank you so much, Gaurav sir. Thank you so much, Venus and Richard, for this wonderful presentation about the brand Gautier. Friends, for more details about the brand and to know more about the brands like this, you can reach us on our hotline number 9717683838. You can also write us on feedback@franchiseindia.in. As during the webinar, you all comes from the origin of Pan India, so we are doing 3 different events in across Pan India tomorrow. That is 6th May, Meerut Franchise Show, Mumbai Show, and we have a mall event that's in Barnala. For more details about these events, you can reach us on our hotline number 9717683838 or write us on feedback@franchiseindia.in. Thank you everyone for joining today's webinar.